Artzooka!
Hey, I'm Jeremie. Let's Artzooka. Did you know that stenciling is one of the earliest forms of art? I'm talking about way back, 30,000 years ago. The cave people used their hands as stencils on walls to show that they had been there. We know about it because the traces of their hands are still there. And they look like this. Let's use the same ideas as the cave people, only we're going to use a couple of things they didn't have. Electricity and a scanner. I'd like to present you with a picture of my hand. Well, actually, it's where my hand used to be. I just traced my hand and then cut it out. The thing I love about empty space is that you can fill it with anything. Let's put this on the scanner and see what happens. I want to add some color now, so I'll go to my trunk of junk and see what I have in here. Ah, my laundry. How did that get in there? Ooh. Now this will work if I put it right on top of my stencil. The scanner will take a picture of both the stencil and the laundry. Let's see what happens. Wow, my laundry never looked so good. What do you think? Let's do another one. I've made a butterfly stencil. Let's add some flowers and leaves to make this a magnificent stencil butterfly masterpiece. So put those there. These are soft twigs. I'm using soft twigs so they don't scratch the glass. Take your time and figure out where you want to put all your things. It's really up to you. And then I have this cup full of little flowers. And just sprinkle those on the other places. Okay, let's give it a try. I'll gently close the cover and press the button. The great thing about these scans is that you never know how they're going to turn out. I can't wait to see it. Ready? Wow, it's Scanzooka. These scanned stencil pictures are beautiful, and you never really know what you'll create until you see it. I started with a sheet of paper and traced and cut out my hand shape. That's the stencil. I placed the stencil on the scanner and put a colorful shirt on top, then scanned it. The shirt makes a cool pattern inside my stencil hand. I made a stencil in the shape of a butterfly. I put it on the scanner and added some flowers and leaves. It makes a beautiful butterfly picture. I'd love to see the stencil scans you make. Take a picture and send it to me at the Artzooka website at artzooka.com.
Artzooka! Art?
Silhouettes.
Since we've gotten to be such good friends, I'd like you to meet my family. This is my dad, Cobb. And if anybody knows Cobb, they know he loves the deck and he loves the sun. So I drew him out in the sun on his deck. And watch this. Right here, well, this is my mom, Maxine. And my mom is always running through the house, getting after me to pick up the towels and the mess that I've left. So I drew her on this box, running around the house doing that exact same thing. But watch this. And that's me, with a helmet on. I'm skydiving because that's what I like to do in my spare time when I'm not making art. But check this out. We have my sister, Natasha. Now, Natasha is always on her cell phone, and she's never studying her books like she should be. But watch. Right here we have Domi. Oh, Domi. And Domi is my big, fat, lazy cat. He just loves to lay around the house, and he loves a good scratch. And this is Ty. Ty. And Ty is my other cat, but he's not so friendly. If you scratch him right there, he'll bite you. But I also have Braveheart. Braveheart's my little kitten, and he's really fluffy, so I painted him nice and fluffy right there. Now inside Braveheart, there is a little mouse and a toy, because Braveheart is always eating everything in the house. This is like secret art. Art inside art inside art. Let's find some boxes and Artzooka them. Now these look to be about the right size. A big one, a medium one, and a small one. This will fit into here, and this will fit into here. Now, I want to take this big one, and I want to cut it in half. Just open up the top here, like that. And then, open up the bottom. Now that it's opened up, I can just flatten it down, and with my scissors, cut right through the middle. There we go. I have two halves. Now I'll close the boxes up again. I'll use a little bit of tape, just to tape it shut. And the top here, well, I can just close that because it closes on its own. So I have my two halves, but look, they don't really fit together. So here's a special trick. I cut out 4 strips of cardboard, and I'm going to tape them into the inside of one of these boxes. Now I've cut these to be a little smaller than the inside of the box. So with my tape, there's one. I'll do this side right here. And then the last edge right there. I don't want these little lids to be folding down, so I'll just add some more tape around the corners just to make sure it's nice and sturdy. Now look. It fits right over the edge. Snug as a glove. I made these the same way. See? And then I covered them in masking tape to make it easier to paint on them. And here's some I painted as monkeys. This one right here, this is a red monkey. And inside there, I've got a blue monkey. And inside the blue monkey, a yellow monkey. And when you get to the smallest box, you can hide something really special, like, what else? A banana. We have lots of great art tips at artzooka.com.
Art?
Paper bag! It's a paper bag movie!
Artzooka challenge.
Hi, Jeremy. I'm Tatsu. I'll challenge you to make something out of hair accessories.
Are you kidding me? Okay, let's see what I can Artzooka. Hair accessories, let's see. I've got a hairband, a sponge from a hair curler. Okay, I've got an idea. It's a mouse. It's all in how you look at it. When I play some computer games, one of my favorite parts is creating a character. Mixing and matching faces and hair and clothes. It's super fun. But you don't need a computer to do it. You can make your own character creator and carry it around. Like this guy. Let's make another one. I made this little character out of foam. First, with my scissors, I'm just gonna cut the foam into squares. Now these don't have to be perfect squares, just roughly a square. There's one there. And that makes 3. Now I'll use a little bit of cardstock about the same size as one of the squares. Now check this out. If I take this cardstock and fold it in half, then fold it again in half, and then unfold it, it makes it a lot easier to wrap around the foam. I'll just place it on the foam like that and wrap it around. See? Now that it's wrapped around, I can take a little bit of tape and tape that card into place. After it's taped, I need to poke a hole through the middle. I'll use the back of my paintbrush for this. And next, I'll need something to hold all 3 squares together. And this straw will be perfect. I added some tape to the end of the straw so that it slides easily through the holes. There we go. Now, I just grab the 2 other squares that I worked on earlier and slide them onto the straw. One there. and one there. Now check this out. They turn. To hold these into place, I'm just going to take a little bit of duct tape and wrap it around the straw. There's one end, and then I'll do the other. But first, I'll make a handle, and the handle will be made out of a piece of wool. Wrap it around the stick. And then, with a strip of duct tape, wrap the duct tape around. This will make it easier to carry around when it's finished. Here's one I made earlier. I painted the squares blue. Now for the best part. I get to design on these. Now for this character, I'm going to draw a bunch of faces. I'm going to divide the faces into 3. With the top squares as the eyes, the middle squares as the nose, and the bottom squares as the mouth. That way, when you turn them, the pictures will line up. So let's try it. We'll start off with the eyes. One big cyclops eye. Okay, now for the nose. Kind of a pig nose. And then the mouth. And it'll be a big smile with one arty tooth. Okay, I'll make another eye. Or maybe this time, eyes. Put some bags under these eyes. Really tired. Ooh. Watch this. I can turn them to change the face. Now I want to cover all of the squares, and when I'm finished, it'll look like this one that I did earlier. For this one, I used marker and white paint. We can change the mouth, we can change the nose, and we can change the eyes. Each change gives our little guy a whole new look. These are so small that you can carry them around anywhere, but you can make them any size you want. And you can also use photos or a mixture of photos and drawings like this one. Part human, part dog, part robot, all Artzooka. If you want to carry around your own character creator, start with a piece of foam and cut it into 3 squares. Wrap cardstock around the foam squares to make them sturdy and cover them with masking tape. Poke a hole through each foam square and stick a straw through the holes. That will hold the squares together. You can paint the tape, and when it dries, draw eyes on the top square, noses on the middle square, and mouths on the bottom. That way, when you turn the squares, they line up. There are lots of fun ideas like this on our website, artzooka.com.
Artzooka!
And now, time for an Artzooka safety message.
Artzooka!
Remember, when signing your name on your artwork, you might want to use a small paintbrush. For my Artzooka Recycle Challenge, I challenged myself to make something out of pencils and a suntan lotion bottle. I put them in a movie starring Paper Bag. Come on, let's see what I made. Oh, and I also put in something else. A paintbrush. See if you can spot where I put it. Now, sit back and enjoy Cinema Artzooka. Here are the pencils, and here is the suntan lotion bottle. Guess what it's going to be? It's a safari bus. Now let's see it in a movie. Did you like the movie? I made a safari bus out of a suntan lotion bottle and some pencils. Hey, did you spot the brush? Take another look at how I used it. I challenge you to make something out of a suntan lotion bottle and some pencils. And when you do, take a picture and email it to me at the Artzooka website, artzooka.com. What will you Artzooka today?